Hello and welcome back for our final segment on Across the Gulf Coast. Well, now we're going to be joined by the Boys and Girls Club of the Emerald Coast to talk about a couple of events they have coming up and the after-school program that they offer to students in Okaloosa County. And joining me to talk about that is Terry Isaacs. You are with the Board of Directors for the Boys and Girls Club, and of course, Shervin Rasa, the CEO for the Emerald Coast Boys and Girls Club. Thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So let's start off, since it is back to school time, and as much as the kids love that, it is back to school time, and you guys have an after-school program, Shervin, that you offer to students. Tell us a little bit about that program and how people can sign up.
Great. Our organization is a 4-county organization, and schools should be starting up as this is airing and kids are getting back into school. And we want to make sure we're impacting kids during those non-service learning hours from 3 to 7 p.m. And parents can get involved at any of our clubs from Escambia County all the way to Walton County. Just check out our website, bgcec.com, or Emerald Coast Boys and Girls Club.com. And all of our information is there, all of our locations. And we want to make sure we're impacting kids in 3 areas every day. Number 1 is academic success, that they're getting their homework done and retaining that information and are able to go back to school the next day and be able to stay with their class. And that's going to help them with that on-time grade progression. Healthy lifestyles is our second area. We want to make sure kids are leading an unsedentary lifestyle or getting a healthy snack every day that they're with us, and they're making good decisions with their body, mind, and soul. And then lastly is good character and citizenship. We want to make sure, just like Terry serves on our board as an adult, that our kids are being good stewards of our community and giving back to their community as well.
And this is, as you said, it's all across the Emerald Coast here at your clubs. And how do people sign up, and what are the age limits or the age groups that you're looking at?
We serve school-age kids from 6 to 18 years old.
Okay.
As long as they're in school, we will serve them. And they just need to come into one of our clubs. Money is not an option and will never be an option. And we have several programs and scholarships that will enable all kids to attend our clubs. Parents can come, counselors can refer kids, whoever it may be.
Okay, great. So let's move on to September. You guys have 2 great events coming up, some that are very popular. Each year in September, you have the Day for Kids down at the Fort Walton Landing. What can y'all tell me about that event?
It's a national program that all Boys and Girls Clubs do. Between right kind of the back to school time of year, and it's a community event where we're going to showcase not only what we do at our clubs every day to where the general public can see it, and passersby at the Fort Walton Beach Landing on
Sure.
September 12th can come and see what we do on a daily basis and showcase our actual intentional impact programming, but also giving a little bit back to the community as well too.
So this is open to everybody. It's not just
open to the general public. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Terry, what kind of things can people find when they go to the Day of Kids? Or what kind of activities or group things are going on there?
There are activities that are geared towards just not only the children, but integrating the parents and adults. There's booths, there's different various types of activities. It's a lot of fun. I've attended several of them, so they're a good time. Everyone should actually really try to come to that event.
Yeah, that's a great event. I know we've been, taking our kids down there, and they've had a great time with all the different games and like you said, fun activities. So,
very kid oriented.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then it's just a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Being down there at the landing is a great atmosphere. So again, another event in September, and I know y'all are very excited about this one. It's the second year that y'all have had this event, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The Steak and Steak Dinner for this year. Just tell me a little bit about it and who you have on tap for this year.
This year we have our guest speaker is Rudy Rudiger, who obviously the movie and I think everyone at this point in time knows who he is. Shervin can tell a little bit about his history and where he came from, and the walk on at Notre Dame and all of that sort of thing. Great story, and I think it's going to be impactful for the children. At this particular event, one of the things that's great is the children are at every table.
Yeah.
There are children placed around every table, and it's an amazing time to interact, but it's also, in his situation, it's an amazing story for them to be able to see someone who the odds were potentially against them be so great and amazing and to overcome.
Yeah, it is a great movie. In fact, I watched it with my son not long ago for that exact reason, because just
Great lesson.
Yeah, absolutely, it is a great lesson, and I don't even know when that movie was made, early '90s, and
Yeah.
it still brings a tear to my eye every time I see it.
Gets you every time.
It does. It really does. So, Shervin, the event itself, how can somebody get involved? Tickets, sponsorships?
Yeah, there's several opportunities. Getting a table, buying individual tickets, getting a program ad, being a sponsor, giving us some donated items that we can use in our silent and live auction. So there's several avenues, and also people that want to volunteer to help that day. And like Terry said, Rudy's the guest speaker, and we all did shed a tear when Rudy. But I think that the kids are really the stars that night,
Absolutely.
and the kids sitting at the tables and eating the steaks while the adults are eating hamburgers and sharing the impact that the club has had on them is the most profound part of the evening.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Last year we had some great kids sitting
Yeah.
with us last year, and their stories were really good.
Yeah.
So that was a nice touch that you guys had. I don't think, though, we mentioned the date. What is the date of that event?
It is September 24th. It's going to be at the Hilton Sandestin, a nice setting. Traffic should calm down by then for everyone who
Hopefully.
get to Sandestin.
Yeah, no, it's a great event. So I know we're out of time, Jerry. Jerry's giving me the wrap-up sign. So I appreciate y'all
Thank
both
you.
being my guests. Shervin, can you give me the website one more time so people can get information
The
about all of
easiest
this?
is bgcec.com.
All right, great. Thank you so much for being my guest today, both of you. And thank you for joining us this month on Across the Gulf Coast. Join us next month as we're going to talk about seafood, the symphony, and breast cancer awareness right here on Across the Gulf Coast.
Thanks for watching Across the Gulf Coast. Join us next month when we highlight more organizations, events, and people from around our local community.